Water. 97% of the world's water supply is in the form of salt water in the oceans. A mere 2.5% comes to us in the form of fresh water. And only 31% of that small amount is available to us for human consumption. Water is a scarce resource. And yet, nearly 60% of our own body is water. A loss of just 2% of the water in our body leads to dehydration. And dehydration means we get tired more easily. Our blood begins to thicken, and our heart works harder. When we lose 4% of our body's water, our blood pressure drops, and we are likely to faint. Just 4 days without water makes it hard to swallow, so eating becomes a problem, and death may be near. We crave water for survival, but we crave it for more than that. Our mental health is both sustained and improved just by being near water. It is why people flock to the oceans and the Gulf. It is why others get on boats and head out across a lake or fish in a stream. Scientific studies have shown that water is a mood booster. Kids love to play in it. Adults love to swim in it. Some are content just to sit near it, and others improve their mental health just by listening to it. We've had an exhausting few weeks since the start of school. Some days are easier than others, but the stress never quite goes away. New SLC structures, new curriculum, new bell schedules, new PLCs, new grade levels to teach, new student behaviors to learn and for which we need to compensate. And when the weekend comes, or a break of a week or more, many of us head somewhere near water. One of my favorite places on the planet is Paso Grill, Florida. I don't swim in the Gulf. I am content to sit and watch the ebb and flow of the tide. I love to close my eyes in harsh sunlight and just listen to the waves lapping against the sand, the ever-present calls of gulls, and the laughter of families. Many of our students are not as fortunate. If you were to ask, you would find students who have never seen the shoreline of the ocean. Many have never been on a boat. A few have visited a water park, but those are expensive and more of a luxury than many can afford. But again, science is here to help us. Recent studies have shown that even being around a virtual body of water can ease our distress, calm our minds, slow our heart rate, and bring us peace. You may have noticed that just watching this video while I talk has had that effect on you. And so here's a challenge. Find a way to include virtual scenes of water in your classroom. Put them up on your screen for the class while they do seat work, or silent reading, or some other quiet activity. See if the mood of the class begins to change over time. I've included some possible links in the description below this video. And this might just be the easiest classroom management plan you've ever had. And if it doesn't change anyone's attitude in class but your own, you are still a winner. See you next week.